Our bodies naturally start to lose muscle, and our legs often feel it first. But what if I told you that recent research shows you could reduce your chance of losing leg muscle by up to 72%? And here's the astonishing part, it's not about expensive therapies, endless medications, or grueling workouts. It's about simply eliminating 3 common breakfast foods you're probably eating right now and replacing them with ingredients you likely already have in your kitchen. You just haven't been using them correctly. This message is for anyone who's experienced those frustrating night cramps, woken up with stiff legs, or found it increasingly difficult to get out of your favorite armchair. In the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal the 3 worst morning meals that are stealing your strength, and then I'll share 3 potent healing foods that can help you regain circulation, lessen pain, and keep you moving freely for years to come. And trust me, the final item on this list might be the exact meal your legs have been craving all this time. So stay tuned until the very end before we dive in. If you find this information valuable, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more personalized health advice. And let me know in the comments, are you ready to discover the secrets to stronger legs? Type yes if you are. The 3 breakfast foods quietly deteriorating your muscle and leg strength. Let's start by uncovering the culprits, the seemingly innocent breakfast choices that are slowly but surely undermining your leg health. 1. Sugary spreads with white bread, silently harming your legs. A slice of white toast with jam, jelly, or even margarine on top seems like the epitome of a harmless, quick breakfast. Millions of people, especially seniors, reach for it every morning. It's fast, familiar, and feels safe. But here's the hidden truth. This simple meal could be subtly weakening your legs on a daily basis. White bread, stripped of its natural fiber and minerals, digests almost immediately. It causes your blood sugar to spike, giving you a brief energy rush, only to send your levels plummeting just as quickly. When your blood sugar crashes, your body looks for quick fuel, and tragically, it starts pulling from your own muscle tissue, especially your legs, which hold the biggest energy stores in older adults. That's where the harm begins. Sugary spreads only make it worse. They're loaded with processed sugar and often next to no protein, leading to inflammation throughout your body. And where does inflammation hit older adults the hardest? Sadly, in the delicate connections between your brain and your legs, as well as in your joints and nerves. I remember my patient, Mrs. Shirley, a vibrant 76-year-old. She came to me after her 3rd fall in 6 months. Every day, by 10 a.m., her legs would feel like sandbags. She didn't have diabetes, wasn't arthritic. But what about her breakfast? For years, it was the same routine: coffee, strawberry jam, and white bread. Her test findings revealed muscle breakdown, poor circulation, and borderline prediabetes, all triggered by that seemingly harmless morning meal. After just 3 weeks of switching to a high-protein breakfast, she noticed a remarkable improvement in her energy and equilibrium. The insidious part is, you don't see the damage right away. There are very few indicators, no warning lights, no sudden pain. But have you noticed yourself walking more slowly? Do you need to grab something to steady yourself when you stand up? Are you having trouble lifting your foot high enough for that first step? These are your body's whispers telling you that you're not feeding it properly, that you're losing muscle. And if nothing changes, this one little habit could cost you your independence. Sugar and white bread set off a dangerous chain reaction. Unstable blood sugar leads to energy crashes, which lead to muscle breakdown. Weak legs increase your risk of falling, and a single fall can result in hospitalization, loss of independence, or worse. The hardest part, most older people never realize breakfast was the first step. But the good news is, you can put an end to it. 2. Skipping breakfast and only drinking black coffee, an unhealthy habit that wears you out. Now, let me discuss another breakfast habit that may appear innocuous but is one of the main causes of leg muscle loss in older persons before midday. You may not even be aware that you're doing this every day. You wake up feeling exhausted but determined. Your initial instinct, like many older individuals, is to grab a cup of black coffee. You skip breakfast, perhaps out of habit or because breakfast has never appealed to you. But a steady, silent murderer of your strength lurks behind this regular habit. Your legs dot in geriatric medicine when you only drink coffee on an empty stomach. Your body enters what's called a catabolic state. This is a state where the body starts to break down muscular tissue to produce energy because it isn't getting enough nutrients, and it targets more than just any muscle. It focuses on the largest and most important ones, your leg muscles. After the age of 60, your body naturally produces fewer muscle-building hormones, and its capacity to repair muscle tissue significantly slows down. This means that any muscle loss, particularly that caused by missing meals, is difficult to regain. Coffee has no calories, no protein, and no protective nutrients. While it might give you a morning boost, it creates the illusion of vitality as your body practically consumes itself from the inside out. Let me tell you about Mr. Gerald, a proud 68-year-old former firefighter. He still loved maintaining his trees and his lawn, but he came to me after realizing that by 10 a.m. his legs were unsteady, and he had almost fallen twice getting out of his truck. He hadn't changed his sleep, his medication, or his activities. What about his morning routine? Nothing but 2 cups of black coffee until lunchtime. His muscle scans revealed early sarcopenia. A loss of leg muscle mass that should have taken 10 years was accelerated in a matter of months when we incorporated a straightforward, high-protein meal into his morning routine. Within 30 minutes of waking up, his energy and stability gradually returned. Today, he walks like a man 10 years younger and eats before his coffee. Here's what's really scary. The damage won't be apparent until it's already done. One day, you feel a little strange. The next time, you need both hands to get out of your recliner, or your legs give out and you walk off the curb. And when that happens, it's not just your legs that are in danger, it's your autonomy, your self-assurance, and your freedom. The cost of not eating breakfast is more than just exhaustion. It goes beyond simply losing muscle. It's the possibility of requiring a walker, the anxiety of falling, and a gradual loss of your independence. But there is still time to make a change. 3. Condensed milk or sugary quick cereals, the sweet trap. That is weakening your legs. What's the next era? It's in your pantry, hiding beneath a cheerful label. You've likely been eating it for years because you believe it to be heart healthy. I'll demonstrate what that is. You'll be surprised to hear that this popular healthful breakfast is actually endangering your legs. It appears innocuous, even joyful. There may be a vibrant box of whole grain or heart-healthy quick cereal in your pantry, or that cozy can of condensed milk that you've been adding to your coffee since your kids were little. It feels correct and familiar, but it's a slow, sweet poison for your legs. In actuality, the majority of boxed cereals marketed to senior citizens include processed grains, hidden sugars, and fake vitamins that are difficult for your body to absorb as you age. These cereals cause your blood sugar to fluctuate because they digest too quickly. When something rises, it must fall, and when it crashes, your body again uses your muscles to generate energy. Even worse is condensed milk. Despite its nostalgic taste, there are more than 20 grams of sugar in just 2 tablespoons. It exacerbates inflammation and harms the tissues that provide strength, balance, and coordination. Your system is overloaded with sugar, which leads to insulin spikes, persistent inflammation, and the promotion of fat storage rather than muscle regeneration. This is particularly harmful to elderly people whose circulation and metabolism are already deteriorating. I'll always remember Mrs. Lorraine, a kind woman from Michigan who came to me after collapsing in her garden. She was 73 years old and had always been active, walking her dog and growing flowers. Lately, though, she'd observed that her legs felt rubbery in the middle of the day. Upon reviewing her diet, I discovered that she had a bowl of flavored quick oats and a cup of tea with condensed milk for breakfast every day. Although she believed she was acting appropriately, her lab results revealed early neuropathy, high blood sugar and inflammation markers, all of which were caused by that seemingly nutritious morning routine. The price, Not merely weakened legs, but night cramps, tingling, numbness, and worst of all, a gradual loss of equilibrium. You catch yourself stumbling, realizing that your foot didn't lift high enough on the step, exclaiming, "That was close." Aging isn't like that, because you're giving it sugar rather than strength. Your body is subtly tearing down muscle. The part that no cereal box will tell you is this: sugar prevents your body from gaining muscle. It weakens your reaction to falls, slows recovery, and impairs circulation in your legs. Your freedom may seem like a simple choice, but it comes at a cost. Here's the potent reality, though. It is reversible. What you eat in the morning might either promote inflammation or muscular growth. 3 breakfast options to improve the health of your legs each day. Know that you know what to avoid. It's time to discover the 3 easy, reasonably priced breakfast items that can help you stay strong, restore your balance, and build muscle without the need for medication or a gym membership. Let's begin with one that you most likely currently have in your kitchen. 1. Leafy greens with boiled eggs. The easy breakfast that aids in leg reconstruction. Your kitchen. There is a silent force at work: the simple boiled egg. Some elderly people shunned eggs for decades because they were afraid of the cholesterol. However, recent studies provide a contrasting picture, particularly for those over 60. Boiled eggs are one of the most effective ways to rebuild lost leg strength, especially when combined with leafy vegetables like spinach or kale. Your legs are made up of large, taxing muscles. They require essential amino acids, protein, and vitamin D first thing in the morning. After 7 or 9 hours of sleep, your body awakens in a state of mild famine. If you don't provide it with what it requires, your legs are the first muscles it pulls from. However, almost all of the amino acids needed to start muscle repair are present in one boiled egg. Leucine, which stimulates muscle protein synthesis, is particularly abundant in the yolk. This is the method by which your body regains stability, strength, and balance. Conversely, leafy greens offer iron, magnesium, potassium, and folate, minerals that maintain healthy nerve signals, promote blood flow to your legs, and avoid leg cramps, which can cause you to wake up in the middle of the night or make it difficult to walk throughout the day. I had a patient, Mr. Thomas, a 74-year-old former Ohio postman. He came to me when he had trouble walking down his own driveway without relying on the railing. He no longer felt certain in his balance, and his legs felt slow. He acknowledged that often consisting of toast or nothing. He hadn't had a proper breakfast in years. We started him on a basic diet consisting of a handful of steamed spinach and 1 boiled egg per morning. After 3 weeks, he felt less shaky. I no longer have to sit down to put on my socks. He informed me by 6 weeks. This is why it's important. You lose up to 1% of your muscle mass per year after the age of 60, and more if you neglect important nutrients in the morning. However, eggs and vegetables give your body what it wants: real, whole food without added sugar or costly supplements. It's not about fancy cooking. The goal is to provide your legs with precisely what they require before they fail. Because when you feed muscle first, you walk through your day with stronger knees, more stable steps, and the assurance that you're contributing to your independence. What's the best part? This is only the start. Another breakfast item that complements eggs is a hearty, comforting dish that keeps your energy levels stable and helps you avoid mid-morning slumps. Let's discuss the one grain that, when properly prepared, has been subtly shielding the legs of elderly people for decades. 2. Chia seed oatmeal, a mild grain that shields your legs throughout the morning. A warm dish of oats has a reassuring quality that takes us back to more carefree days. But oatmeal isn't merely a comfort food. It's a medicinal ally for seniors over 60. It becomes an extremely nourishing breakfast when combined with chia seeds, which enhances blood flow, endurance, and leg strength in ways that few other breakfasts can. Around the age of 60, the body's capacity to absorb nutrients, balance blood sugar, and repair muscle starts to deteriorate. The majority of older persons are unaware that their bodies become confused, irritated, and depleted of energy whenever their blood sugar levels rise and subsequently fall. Additionally, when your energy levels are low, your body begins to draw from the only source it is familiar with, your muscles, particularly those supporting walking, standing, and balance, because it breaks down gradually. Oatmeal, more especially, steel-cut or old-fashioned oats, provides a constant supply of glucose to power your muscles without causing a collapse. Additionally, it includes beta-glucan, a unique kind of fiber that enhances protein and mineral absorption and lowers inflammation to factors that are essential for the regeneration of leg muscles. However, the addition of chia seeds is what really makes this dish different. Magnesium, potassium, calcium, and omega-3 fatty acids, nutrients that older persons frequently lack, are all present in only one spoonful. These nutrients improve circulation, particularly in the legs and feet, relax muscle fibers, and control nerve messages. This translates into decreased leg heaviness, less cramps, and increased confidence with every stride. Allow me to introduce you to Mrs. Evelyn, an Indiana widow who was 79 years old. She was concerned about her deteriorating endurance when she came to me. She enjoyed taking walks in her yard, but lately, she had to sit down after only 10 minutes, particularly in the mornings. Her legs felt strained and worn out. Her breakfast earlier, instant coffee with a piece of bread. We made a modification, just a little cup of warm porridge with some blueberries, and a tablespoon of chia seeds. After a month, she informed me, I no longer require the porch rail to assist me in descending the stairs. Her enthusiasm lasted into the afternoon, her leg pain subsided, and she resumed walking the entire length of her backyard's walkway. It's not magic. Metabolic science is on your side, not against it. The foundations of movement, stable blood sugar, robust muscular tissue, and calm, healthy nerves are all supported by oatmeal. It's not just about food for senior citizens. Intentional eating is key to halting the gradual loss of independence. Perhaps most significantly, this easy bowl helps you avoid falling, which is one of the main anxieties that seniors have. You're more likely to remain stable and safe on your feet throughout the day if you have stronger legs, more endurance, and improved balance. If chia and oatmeal are the silent guardians, the next food is the muscle defender. It is high in natural electrolytes, easy to digest, and strong enough to give you strength again after just one night of sleep. In order to avoid cramps, increase mobility, and wake up with legs that feel light again, let's examine the one food that many seniors ignore. 3. Natural mineral salt and steamed sweet potatoes. The perfect combination to wake you up in the morning. Most potent medications don't always come in bottles. It originates in your kitchen. It is also one of the easiest foods to support aging legs, although it is also one of the most underutilized. A natural mineral salt, such as Himalayan or Celtic salt, lightly sprinkled over a warm, tender half of a steamed sweet potato. For those over 60, this combination may not seem noteworthy at first, but it might be the difference between standing erect and having trouble getting out of a chair. Through respiration and other natural processes, your body loses water, salt, and other minerals while you sleep. Your electrolyte and hydration levels are slightly low when you wake up, which has an immediate impact on how well your legs and other muscles work. The risk is greatest for elderly people. Your legs serve as your foundation, and they may cramp, shake, or feel heavy if they don't get the proper nutrition in the first hour of the day. Because of this, the simple combination of sweet potatoes and mineral salt has the power to change lives. Because sweet potatoes are high in complex carbs, they provide your muscles with a consistent energy supply without the sugar-induced collapse. Additionally, they supply vitamin C, potassium, magnesium, and manganese, all of which are necessary for preserving healthy nerve and muscle function. Sweet potatoes, as opposed to simple carbohydrates, improve blood flow and assist your legs regain their glycogen stores, making walking easier and less painful. The healing becomes more intense with the mineral salt. Celtic or Himalayan salt has more than 80 trace minerals such as sodium, calcium, and magnesium, which your muscles require to contract smoothly and prevent spasms. This is in contrast to table salt, which is highly processed and depleted of natural ingredients. Seniors who use diuretics or follow low-sodium diets may find that this tiny morning increase makes the difference between feeling solid and grounded. I recall 77-year-old Mr. Al Jenkins, a loyal Virginia Navy veteran. He complained of painful legs in the morning and a weary walk that began before midday. When he arrived at my office, nothing seemed to help, despite his attempts at stretching and even taking supplements. We changed one thing. He started eating half a steamed sweet potato with a pinch of Celtic salt and a glass of warm water every morning before his typical breakfast. 1 week later, he informed me, "Doctor, I no longer shuffle. I take a stroll." Most significantly, he felt in control once more and his legs felt lighter and more stable. You see, independence for seniors includes more than just being physically well. It's about not having to worry about falling when you get out of bed, walk to the mailbox, or step off the curb. And it begins with the food you decide to eat first thing in the morning. There is no pattern here. This is not a ploy. It's the silent, constant force of giving your body what it truly needs before the harm can start. A fresh dawn, a fresh chapter, your power to choose and know that you know which foods protect your legs. What habits will you form around these foods to ensure your body reaps the maximum benefits every day? Together with these foods, let's examine the morning routines that have helped hundreds of seniors regain their balance, lessen cramps, and walk confidently once more without the need for medication, trainers, or dread. When we get to our 60s, a lot of things in life feel beyond our control. Legs that don't seem as steady as they once did, sudden aches, and energy that wanes too quickly. It's simple to blame age for everything. Simple, but not usually accurate, because most people never tell you this modest truth. One tiny decision at a time, you can still regain control. What you eat in the morning is more than just calories or habit. It has to do with mobility, dignity, and survival. It concerns your ability to get out of your chair without using both hands. If you don't have to worry about your balance when walking to your mailbox. If your grandchildren ask you to go on a walk, will you be able to say yes? We've discussed the 3 seemingly innocuous morning foods that gradually weaken your legs and their hidden hazards. You now understand how eating sugary cereals, drinking black coffee without meals, and eating white toast with jam can cause a series of events that lead to muscle loss, inflammation, and weakness. However, you have also witnessed the way to recovery, easy, organic, and reasonably priced. To restore lost muscle. Eat a boiled egg with veggies to keep your blood sugar stable and safeguard your nerves. Try a warm dish of oatmeal with chia seeds. Additionally, before the day even starts, a boiled sweet potato with mineral salt will replenish your electrolytes and give your legs more strength and circulation. Expensive supplements are not necessary. A personal trainer is not necessary. It is not even necessary for you to be flawless. All you have to do is begin. Begin by giving the legs that have supported you throughout your life one act of love, one bowl, and one breakfast. I've seen it occur in actual individuals. Even the simplest habit might provide patients who felt defeated by aging a second chance. Their legs became more powerful, they walked more steadily, their self-assurance increased. Most significantly, they got back something valuable, the freedom to live as they see fit. So, what would you put on your plate tomorrow morning? Ask yourself softly, will it make your legs weaker or help them get back up? It is still up to you to decide, and there's still time. It is not necessary for you to give in to weakness. Living in constant fear of falling is not necessary. Walking freely through your house, your street, or your life is not something you have to give up. Every dawn is an opportunity to start over. Let tomorrow be the day you get back up with a purpose and strength in your legs. The purpose of these lectures is to encourage you to live life to the fullest and most genuine. I would be delighted to hear from you now. Think for a moment, then share one item you've learned that you want to use in your own life. On this path of accepting these realities, let's help one another. If this video was enjoyable to you, please leave a remark with one in the comments. If not, Feel free to use 0 in your comment to tell me how I can improve. Your opinions are very important to us. For more videos like these, remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like, and share our videos. I appreciate you viewing, and I hope you enjoy living your life as you see fit.